Well, hello! It's Ariana with Joy, and Joy is my best friend. How about you? Do you have a dog? I would love to go hear more. It's Ariana, and I'm a personal coach, an animal communicator, and a dog trainer, and soon to be the author of the book Be the Change for Your Dog. I have always been intrigued by the dogs. They taught me so many lessons, and I'm super excited to share that with you. Are we all looking for that guidance, that connection, and healing? Maybe you don't have to look any further. Maybe you already have it right beside you, as dogs are the therapists. I am so excited to be here on this women forum where all things women are talked about. And we as women are having lots of dogs and are the leaders of our dogs as well. So today I want to talk a little bit more about our relationships with our dogs. But if we take that to any other relationships in life, it will be really the same. So the dogs are kind of our way to practice how we can make our relationships better. And if we can do it with the dogs, we can do it anywhere else in life as well. So, going back to my life, I have 30 years experience and I have always been with dogs. So all the dogs in my life have taught me so many things. But the most important thing was that I never felt alone. They were always with me. So I didn't have that lonely feeling, even when I had that feeling many times with the humans around me. Dogs always comforted me. Even if I was sad or frustrated or angry, they knew and they were there for me. So, what is that about your dog? Are you willing to share what your dog taught you? I would love to hear, as well as I would love to see what is your dog looking like. So, if you want to share any pictures, please put them down below. I would love to see them. So, the best of all with the dogs is that they have that understanding and they are always full of joy. So, they make our days every day a good day. Even if we go sometimes just throwing out something in the garbage and we come back, they're so happy to see us again. Don't you think that is pretty unique from the dogs? So, as we are all looking for connection and that unconditional love from our dogs, it is not always this way with our relationship with the dogs because there are some challenges on our way, some struggles. And often we blame our dogs that they are not doing what we want. But sometimes we need to do a couple steps back. Is it really from them intentional not doing what we want? Or is there something else? I would love to hear what challenges or struggles you have with your dog. I am sure you have one. I had three dogs and I have my own challenges and struggles with every dog different. So I bet you have some of them as well. So, what if we learn that we don't blame the dog, but we open ourselves up with curiosity and that openness and try to see it from the dog's perspective? Would that change a little bit for you? I bet it did certainly for me. Because that triggering behavior, if you know that your dog doesn't intentional do it the other way as you want, what is the other reason then? Is there might be a way that they don't understand what you want? Or maybe you didn't educate them well? Or were not clear enough? So, what if instead of blaming others, we bring it back to what we can change? That is the part that dogs are really telling us. So, dogs are our best friends. We hear that everywhere. But it would be best if we are their best friends too, isn't it? Somebody who listens to them and connects with them. These are very powerful leadership approaches. It is about growth and creativity and motivation. So, what I want to do here today is I made a wheel with the 6 life lessons from the dogs. This is the wheel. Oh, put them here. The wheel has the 6 life lessons from the dogs, and if you want it, then put lessons in the comments below and I will send it to you. These are the reminders for me that when you approach situations a little different than now, it will strengthen your relationship, not just with your dog, but with anybody around you. So it is truly the perfect roadmap toward a world filled with love, connection, and joy. So these lessons are for male or female, for young or old, for dog owners or not. Let's start with the first one, mindfulness. Mindfulness really means that you're fully present, that you're aware and engaged in that moment without judgment. This really fosters a deeper connection and that understanding. We always say when we are talking with the dogs, sit with it and feel your emotions instead of ignoring it. It's such a huge way to really move that energy through your body. And the dogs will happily sit with you. They are mindfulness every day, every moment. So, dogs react with patience and understanding to our feelings. They sit with us and they kind of know how we feel. Sometimes, if we even are frustrated and angry, they don't even want to sit with us. But especially if we're sad, they come and sit with us together. So I would love to hear if you recognize that. Does your dog feel your feelings if you really pay attention to it? Because your dog does. So that was the first one on the wheel, mindfulness. The second one is embrace uncertainty. That is a huge one because we as human love to control everything and know what is coming, isn't it? That is kind of making us feel safe. But what if we just trust the journey like dogs do? Like a dog doesn't know what's coming. They just live now and they trust that it all will work out in a good way for them. Can we lean in that trust a little bit too? Can we embrace that uncertainty, that this journey, even if we don't know what is coming, that it is our journey and that we can find the joy in the journey? Like today, talking here on the All Things Women. Isn't that pretty unique? I don't know who's looking, I don't know who's coming, but I still trust this journey. And I even find the joy in it. However, I have a hard time to not talk to somebody. Like, I really feel a conversation should be with more people and that we have feedback. So, being on this stage is really hard for me. But instead of staying in that fear and keeping it me stuck, I just embrace the uncertainty. And I don't know what's coming out of this, but I'm looking forward to any love or any commands that I get to share my mission. So if you recognize this and want to support me a little bit, just put some hearts down below. I would appreciate it. All right, so that is the uncertainty, another beautiful lesson. So we had one is mindfulness, two is embrace the uncertainty, and then three, oh, there we go. Three is there. Three is live true to yourself. Be authentic. You need to align with your actions, your thoughts, and values. You need to be authentic who you are. Have you ever seen a dog who's not authentic? Like a dog who wants to be something different? No, a dog is who it is with the unique character that it shows you. It's just unraveling what it is for us, but your dog doesn't do any different. It is what you get, right? So, do you prioritize your dog's needs and well being in your daily routine? Is that who you are? Like, I love dogs, and I bet you do too. But if I love my dogs, their well being is my highest priority. So, if I am truly authentic to who I am, then the well being of my dogs go first. So think about that. If you are really true to yourself, what is something that you might change because you're not holding on that well being of your dogs? Is there maybe somebody who has any thoughts about the way how you treat your dog, or how much you walk your dog, or that your dog should know it by now? I don't know what it is. But if you are true to yourself, it's important that you keep that journey that way, because that is the most important part. So live true to yourself, be authentic, just like the dogs. It's such a pleasure to be. And then we have the fourth one on the wheel. It is unconditional love. And I cannot think about anything else in the world that sorry, that shows more unconditional love than dogs. Do you? If you recognize that, please put some hearts below. Because the love that dogs give, there is no expectation, there is no conditions, it is no limitations. It always comes from the heart, full of it. If you have a bad day, your dog still loves you. If you are wearing something different, your dog still loves you. Even if you're doing silly things, your dog still loves you. So unconditional love, like dogs do, is so important in life. And the example is right beside us. So that was the fourth one on the wheel. So can we love others even if they make mistakes or if they go through tough times? Can you see others like how they are? Will you love and guide them without the judgment or fear? Think about that because unconditional love is huge. And then we go to the fifth one, the art of empathy. It is about understanding and share the true feelings of others. Can you see things from a different perspective? It is dogs who taught me this so well. Because anytime when I had a struggle or challenge with my dog, I started to try to find the perspective from the dog side. That really makes a difference. Did you ever try? If you try that, you know that the dog's perspective might change our mind, might change our thoughts. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. In any conversation where you are not always agreeing with each other, it doesn't mean that you cannot try to understand each other. But you can only do that when you try to open yourself up and have that curiosity to try another perspective. Try it, and your dog will be happy to see that too. So, for example, when your dog is afraid for loud noises, maybe fireworks or thunder, right? Do we always understand that? Do we have the same fear? No, we don't. But can we open ourselves up with curiosity and support our dogs anyway? If you do that, you will start to build a connection where your dog understands that even if it's fearful by everything what's going on, if you open yourself up with curiosity and support them, you connect even stronger with your dog. And that's so beautiful. So try it. Try it yourself. Maybe you are not afraid for thunder, but what if you would understand it? And then the last one on the wheel, adopt a growth mindset. I think dogs show us all the time. They are always willing to learn. They have that continuous improvement and lifelong learning just within them. They see challenges as opportunities. And for us, the feedback is important because it helps to improve. Again, the joy is in the journey, not just in the success. If we just look to that success, then it might be a long ladder to go up. But if we embrace every step on our way, that makes it so much better. And then mistakes are part of this learning process. Have you ever seen a dog who is willing to learn from you and makes a mistake and quits? No, they just keep going because mistakes are there to learn from. That is one step closer to the success to get. So that curiosity and openness and the resilience that the dog naturally have brings them all the way to that growth mindset. So these 6 lessons, if you want them in your mailbox, then send me a comment down below with lessons and I will send it to you. These life lessons, they can transform our lives and relationship for the better. So don't forget, if you put lessons in the commands, you will get this wheel in your mailbox. So if we know this all, why do we control? This is just about a survival mechanism. And it's from a long time ago. But we don't need that anymore. So we can embrace that uncertainty a little bit more every day, because that will bring us awareness. And awareness is everything. We need to see things to change things. Only when we can see it is there the opportunity to change it. So dogs inspire us to be present and to love unconditionally and to find that joy every day. Isn't that what life is all about? Connection, joy, and unconditional love? Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I just want to say one more thing because my book is coming out at the end of this month. It's called Be the Change for Your Dog. This is a guide that helps you to support your dog better with the relationship you get. And if you can do that with your dog, you can do that with any relationship in life. So please keep an eye out on my book that comes out at the end of this month. And if you want to be on the list to know when it's really published, then send me a comment with book down below and I would love to share it with you. Thank you so much. Have a great day and enjoy all these things, women, because there's nothing better than a forum like this where we empower each other and lift each other up, just like dogs do. See you again.